Childhood cancer is the #1 killer by disease among children. Even though scientists have proven that childhood cancers differ from their adult counterparts at a cellular level, there is very little funding for research devoted to cures for our children's cancers. Braden's Hope for Childhood Cancer is changing statistics with their $100,000 grants to find the activators of childhood cancer and targeted treatments to shut down those activators. Braden's Hope for Childhood Cancer is becoming a game-changing force to bring children with cancer hope. Children like Aiden who fight childhood cancer and who have dreams for a future. As we say at Braden's Hope for Childhood Cancer, hope, take that, cancer.
Well, we noticed that Aiden was walking kind of funny. He wasn't limping, but there was just something different about the way he walked. And something told me that something just wasn't right. I had no idea. I mean, cancer was not going through my mind at all. I thought he had sprained his leg, fractured, he's a boy, he's climbing and on everything and jumping. And so I thought he had just injured his leg somehow. And so I just kind of listened to that voice in my head and followed up with the doctor, and the doctor wanted to x-ray his leg. And so after, she sent us straight to the hospital to get his leg x-rayed. And after they finished the x-ray, they told us to go straight to Children's Mercy for an MRI. They thought he either had a tumor or an infection in his leg. And so from there, it spiraled.
You go through a lot of emotions. There's, obviously the pain of hearing that your son has cancer. There's the, denial. There's, the whole range of emotions. But at some point, you stop and you think, okay, I need to be a rock here. He's the one that I have to be here for. So all my emotions have to be put in a box and set aside and be there for him every day, no matter what it takes. I have to be there.
They wanted to amputate his leg because of his age and where the tumor was located. That was really the only option that was available. But I could not accept that. So we found a surgeon in Florida who was able to do a limb salvage surgery, and he has his leg today. But yeah, he's been through some amazing things. To be able to go to the Royals game and sit in the dugout, I think he got autographs from every single player except for one. He's met, he did the calendar with Ryan Lilja. He's met and hung out with Matt Castle and some of the other Chiefs players. And I know some people kind of look at us or look at Aiden and think, wow, you are so lucky. But you know what? I would trade all of that in a heartbeat for none of this to have ever happened.
The people that we've met, the other parents, the other families, that's where I think the key is to surviving and moving forward for us, and how great it is to be able to relate to other families and talk to other families, and how great the support system is in the community. When I say community, it's a tight community with families and kids that have been going through this. So that's how blessed we are, is just to have such a great support system behind us.
Well, and I think the firefighters, the Olathe and Lenexa fire departments have been so supportive. They've been huge in his recovery. When he was having his second or third chemotherapy treatment, he was in Children's Mercy downtown for his treatments. And Thursday night, I think, 3 of the firefighters drove their truck from Olathe down to Children's Mercy and downtown, parked it out in front, and came up to the room and hung out with him.
I just make a phone call. I just be like, hey, Aiden wants to see you guys. They said, we'll be over in about 30 minutes. And they drive their truck into our street and their ambulance, and drive it to our street, and then all of a sudden there's 20 kids surrounding the truck, and Aiden's smiling from ear to ear, and they're all climbing all over, and the guys were great.
It just robs kids a lot of their childhood, and it shouldn't happen. It just shouldn't happen at all. It's sad to see these kids literally fighting for their lives every day. Sometimes it's not the cancer that kills kids, it's the treatment itself that kills kids. it needs to end.
And, you boil it down to basically one sentence. At some point, we have to bring childhood cancer to an end. And the only way to do that is to raise awareness, to raise funds, and to do more research. And just, instead of bringing kids to their knees, we need to bring childhood cancer to its knees. Period. That's it. It's one sentence.